Alright, so let's dive on in here. Gonna be last game of day 3 here today. Actually, let me get my spreadsheet up and available for this. So now, 1-on-1, someone's got to actually come away here getting their second win of group stage here so far. I've kind of fingers crossed here for 100 Thieves here, but that's my innate bias in play here. T1 is still trying to complete their arc of coming back into their own, finally settling on a roster after a very crazy summer and spring split here. Jace, Graves, Rise, banned out, nothing too impressive so far here. Yeah, they are kind of softening up any sort of carries that can come out from Kana on the top side here. The Yuumi ban's a little interesting. So it's a big favor. It's sort of trying to nerf Kana and Owner there, just because if the Yuumi goes into carry and he attaches to Owner, it's going to be a free roam situation. Jarvan being taken away from Closer, can kind of respect that. He has Jarvan's had a bit of strength, but it hasn't really shown up as powerfully as we might have anticipated here. The Rise being taken from Abadage, not too surprising. A little bit standard shift at this point, considering the power and the ability Abadage has on this world stage to really get things done here. And we do get the fun Faker Dage versus the actual Faker. And does... Okay, so Lucian left up and available. Nami is going to look to either be stolen or is just going to be handed over, because 100 Thieves can just take that on their second rotation. So does T1 want to lock down? Okay, the Aphelios and the Thresher available. Gumayushi is on deck here, and we might just get a... We are getting an Aphelios. Are we? It's still fuzzy. It's still blinking in and out. I want it. I want it for Gumayushi. Gumayushi's Aphelios was monstrous during Splurring. And we're going to get Faker on the TF. So global presence in play from Faker. It's going to help him just go all over the map. Keep Kana, Gumayushi on, up, and alive. And get some rotation. Still tier 1 pick here for this Faker. And I think they're figuring out the rest of what they're going to do here, because 100 Thieves are probably going to take the Nami over for Huhi and secure a very aggressive bot lane here for FBI and Huhi with the Lucian Nami combo. Closer though, hovering the Assassin, the Kiana, who has had very mixed results here, very much a wombo combo carry more often than not when it's succeeded, but there's going to be the Nami, so right as right here, Abadage is going to take the LeBlanc. Going to try to actually probably stuff TF into the lane here. If he can actually get his W prioritized and doesn't lose out too much in sort of the early levels, Abadage can leave Faker sort of stranded or stuffed and unable to rotate and get those destinies off around the map. And it's going to be Carrier grabbing the Lulu instead of the Thresh for this. So very interesting. Enchanter versus Enchanter here, trying to boost the other, shield the other, heal the other more, just to superpower these ADCs for a dual out bot side. So Carrier and Gumayushi kind of taking the challenge. I don't think it's going to go very much in their favor before like level 6, really. But it should be pretty good. It'll be a very interesting bot side there. Viego will be banned out, which is a closer special. He showed that champion was still incredibly powerful back in the LCS finals and just through the LCS playoffs. Just the best Viego in North America. Talent gonna be taken away here, so just getting rid of a lot of jungle bans here. Owner and closer just gonna be limited down to what would be left here. Lee Sin still up and available. Kiana, closer hovered it, still technically available, although I don't have a lot of confidence in it. Sejuani's way down the line. So there's a lot of other options there. There goes the Kiana ban. What else are we going to get rid of here? Because we have another top lane ban. Would not be surprising here, just to keep someday really comfortable. It's going to be the Xin Zhao removed. At least it was removed in the earlier ban phase. So this is going to be very, very curious here. T1 can take away the last powerful jungler available for this tournament. Kind of drawn up a blank here. What would be a good jungler right now for Owner just to take away from Closer here? Running out of time. Gonna need to make a decision soon. Poppy for Kana. So Poppy getting a bit more popularity here on day 3 here. Vizichachi not at Worlds anymore. Has kind of gotten booted out back at playoffs or play-ins. But his spirit is continuing to persist here. And that could be a Poppy in the jungle. And that would not be that bad of a call here with the LeBlanc here, just prevent her from being able to distort in, and then she's forced to just jump out and away here. Renekton, a little bit of a rework on him recently. I can't remember if that's stuck into the Worlds patch, but that could be a rough matchup there. Slice and Dice being able to get blocked by Kana with the steadfast presence on the Poppy. So T1 doing a very interesting flex here. Not a normal thing we see out of at least Korean rosters here. So this Poppy could still go top lane, which into the Renekton would not go too poorly. And Poppy kind of has a better time in teamfights than Renekton does. And here we go. Trundle for closer, which could be a death sentence for Gumayushi here. And a mobile ADC with the pillar coming up to block him out, slow him up, and really ruin his day here. That pillar gets placed just right. Gumayushi can't even spend flash and get away safely because there is no Thresh. T1 just didn't want Thresh for it. Yeah, that's going to be a Poppy in the jungle. That's going to be a Poppy in the jungle here. Carry is going to lock in this Kennen, and there we have it. Kennen locked in for Kana topside. Ranged into melee here. Someday might have a rough time, but it is a very familiar matchup for him. This does superpower the team fight here. Faker might be able to do some side lane games, and there might be some side lane pressure from the Kennen. It's not usually standard, but the team fight power on T1 is formidable. 100 Thieves, little lacking. The late game is going to be really rough. It's going to be a lot on FBI to try to carry these, and if Gumayushi is given any amount of advantage or time in these teamfights, it's going to go their way. Gumayushi does not trip, does not fail to maximize the damage on this AD carry. So we're going to need to see. I think 100 Thieves have put themselves into an early game, must win and be with an advantage by 10-15 minutes into this game. Otherwise, it's going to start falling down the drain pipe. And the team fights is going to be very powerful. The Maelstrom from the Kennen, Poppy able to just defend her AD carry, probably just going to be a much more passive jungler here. Does not need to engage here. It's going to be more on Kana for that. Flanks from Twisted Fate, Faker could just be actually just incredibly powerful. And Lulu there as well to peel, to whimsy, to shield, to wild growth, Gumayushi. So there's a lot of pressure on these AD carriers here, and if we get to 3 items, I think the favor goes really into Gumayushi's favor here and into this Aphelios here. Let's see. I want to check something here since this is recording. I think there might be a pause. There is a technical pause. So we're just going to go on until that shows up here. A little bit of hope for NA. Please, a little bit of hope for NA. I have done my best to stay spoiler free in my experience, but that's a little hard here. Ward exchange bot side here. Nothing too surprising or special. They're going to back on up. But this is a good chance here. This is a good chance for 100 Thieves here. Number 1 in NA going up against number 3. I believe it was number 2 in the LCK here. So we are going to see if in this best one they can actually pull off some surprises, give NA some hope here, get some wins. But yeah, I think the fun thing to think about is how Owner is going to have to actually play very carefully. I'm going to go into a pause. I'm going to find out what that is. But I'm very interested to see the Trundle subjugation going into the Poppy, because Poppy is about the tankiest character that they have on the side of T1. And if that subjugation goes down onto them, I believe while Steadfast Presence is active, I don't remember if it's active or passive that she has bonus defenses, but that could put Poppy into a very dangerous situation and find herself very easily blown up, even if she goes into a full tank build. Now, let's do the cheater thing here since we are on a Ubertubes. And let's see how far ahead we can jump to get us back into the game. Right about there. Yeah, Predator Trundle is actually super weird. Yeah. That's what that sort of speaks to here. Predator on closer with this Trundle means he wants to go around, burning summers and even getting ganks off with the pillar, which it's only got like a 13-second cooldown, I think. So there's a lot of good options there. And clearing out this ward, trying to get brush control here. It's going to be cleared out by FBI. And they're going to be a trade out here with Zombie Ward. Going to be able to be gotten rid of. Going to be issue using that range. And the trade in favor of T1. No clear bush control here. Huhi not going to be able to get the trade out here as much as he wants. Yeah. And this is going to be actually early. This could be lane win here for T1 right now. It is proper for them to be fighting over those wards to actually have that bush control, because then it just puts the support in a position to really poke, to prod, to throw spells. And level 2 is going to be captured by T1 here early on. So FBI and Hui just have to play passive, grab what they can. There we go. And a little bit of trades off here, dodging out. Yep. Alright. Now Closer playing a little bit defensive here. Gonna blast going over. He's gonna get spotted on this ward. So both junglers very aware of where they're going here. FBI going for the trade here. He's gonna be able to get good damage out. Abbedagge gets the point blank chain on. He's gonna be able to actually get this back. Faker down to 200 health here. So good trading across the board here. FBI and company not playing shy on the side of 100 Thieves. And now here we go here. 3v3 bot side here. Not clear on the lane advantage here. Oh, and that's going to be going FBI's exhaust. He's got to flash away here. Under 100 health here. Oh, the auto's going to be there, and he's going to get secured here. First blood goes down onto Owner, and second blood not secured. The exhaust ruins FBI there, and it's just an ignite from Huhi, and that's not going to stop all too much. There's not even a heal on the side of T1. It's double exhaust. One exhaust for carry and one exhaust onto Gumayusi. They are ready to actually just prevent FBI from ever having a chance to really flex his champion's, power. Because this is a very oppressive lane, the Nami Lucian. They still are not even out of this, even with the gank being in T1's favor. Someday having a little bit of a rough time here. Yeah, double exhaust. So FBI goes forward here. That's one exhaust out of Gumayusi. Second exhaust to follow up. So he just never gets the chance to fight. If he's forced to flash away, and there's just no chance there. And great jump in there from Owner. Just puts FBI into the wall, and easy lemon squeezy. Yeah. It just feels like a miscalculation that they wouldn't be prepared for that. They had it. They knew he was bot side. They knew the counter gank was available. I don't think they know, like, I'm gonna counter Frank. I don't think they know how fast Owner's clear is going to be, even if he's on a poppy. Like that's gonna just come down from Closer, like providing that information if it's even asked by FBI or Huhi. And so I don't think they're actually like playing that disciplined about it. Next play is actually very curious altogether. Right now, farm is even between the junglers here. Not anything too special here. Predator is up and available, so there is an option. Abbedagge still messing with, misses the chain, but is putting a lot of damage onto Faker. It may not matter. He's going to be able to shove this wave in. The wave clear is still just superior on the side of TF with the wild cards and the red card. He's coming bot side again here, looking for this fight here. The exhausts are almost back up. Your carries is about to be available. It's now or never, and I think it's gonna be never. Yeah, Owner's ready for this here. They knew it. They were ready for it. They might have even seen him with that river board there. I do not recall how Closer got down here, but yeah, both junglers are gonna pocket this side of the map. They're not gonna leave it, and it's gonna stay in T1's favor. Good little ebb and flow there from Huhi. It is wasting Owner's time here while Closer is able to get the Krugs. So it's a little bit of an advantage for 100 Thieves.
not going to be super threatening before the buy there from Kana. No AP to really amp it up, so not really worried about getting 100 0 or anything like that for someday. But pretty late bases, honestly, from them on that top side, and Kana getting the better of it is up a significant amount of farm. We'll see how much someday can catch as it does get pushed into him.
I mean, honestly, Kana's winning the lane. He's up 15 CS right now, and you don't want to let up that pressure. You're going to force the Renekton to keep.
They're going to keep this going here. Teleports haven't even extended. This top lane's actually incredibly passive in a way. Both of them have just been able to sustain and hold together and not really get too heavily traded on it. Specifically over in Kana's direction, the Cold and Meek from Renekton can keep him incredibly healthy if he gets a full wave proc up with some champion damage. Levels equal. Gumayushi though with the extra longsword and the dagger.
I do like T1's strat overall so far, right? You're leaving top lane in an isolated matchup where you're already winning. Even if no action happens in the bot lane, I like that Owner's continuously pathing down there. If you prevent things from happening, you have this Aphelios and Lulu scaling up.
Yeah, they're going to outscale the FBI Nami combo. Like, they've removed the big win condition for 100 Thieves. It's going to have to take like a later game major outplay for them to be able to contest as well as they want or as well as they should. We've seen the power of the Lucian Nami in the earlier parts of this tournament, especially in play-ins when it was allowed through. It dominated the Leona Misfortune lane quite effectively. Cloud9 showing that as well, even after losing first blood early on with the Sven's misplay. But yeah, and Faker's just here as like insurance. He doesn't even need to win this lane. That's never the point of Twisted Fate, and it's never to win the lane. It's really actually on FBI to do a hard carry or try to actually get an advantage your bot side, and they're rotating. Oh, I think they're all rotating for Herald. I think we're going for a 5v5 Herald fight. They've got to actually find an advantage here. Ward's already in play here. Herald's down to half, and there's not too many options for 100 Thieves. Down to 3k health. They've got to find something to do here. Closer's going to try to get on in there. Teleport's going to come in from Kana, but that's going to basically just split them, and there's not going to be much of an option here. Destiny's Fate has been called here. Faker just sitting in mid lane here. Blue card. He's got the gold card here. FBI's going to be put into the walls. Going to be able to get away. So 100 Thieves get away, but 100 Thieves get, or T1 get themselves the Herald. And now 100 Thieves, they don't realize that Ward's there. They know this fight is available and an option. Nice blast cone. That just saved Gumayushi's life, I believe. They gotta check this bush, please. Please. Please, thank you. And 100 Thieves trying to get an advantage here, trying to get this blue buff or something. Okay, little Q chain. Blue buff secured by Owner. 2k gold lead now for T1. They've edged themselves the advantage. Oh, I think they wanted a Faker right now. Chain doesn't connect. Second chain available, I think. It is not. Just not able to bridge that gap.
And that's still, again, taking into account like more item advantages that are to come out with more resets coming through. I do see the 100 Thieves did get a river ward down, so now if T1's bot lane does push out, they can utilize that someday TP advantage that Azale talked about and maybe get something going from there. But the pace has been pretty good so far from T1. That 2k gold lead is going to be nice. And again, they're the ones who feel fine kind of waiting it out. They have the hyper-scaling AD carry. They have the Poppy, who will have some resistances later on. And I mean, we've all seen what Kennen can do throughout this tournament. Honestly, his burst has surprised me every single time.
Yeah, that Kennen will be a menace for 100 Thieves, and they're gonna have to just figure out how to actually just stuff that or prevent that from being able to come in, which might just be the tidal wave, a very perfect bubble, or just blowing them up with LeBlanc before he's even allowed to get in. Problem is that the moment he actually starts acquiring that Zanya's, it's going to get even harder. So 100 Thieves still not finding themselves any advantages here. 2k goldie in the favor of T1. And it's going to keep going here. Now comes the focus to top side here. Somebody's going to have to... No, that ward's going to catch him. So he knows he's pretty safe. He's going to be able to at least soak XP. Start getting some of these... Keep this gold income. Yep, and does not allow a turret plate to go over, which that's only one turret plate in the favor of T1 right now. So this is, although they've bled out a good amount of gold, that's still a very good sign that there's not been any turret plate gold surrendered for all the advantages that are in this lane here. FBI trying to bait out some action here from Keria. Good shield.
I also like just overall what T1 did with that last sequence, right? You go up towards the top side, we hit on the TP advantage for someday, try and put a bit more pressure on him, zone him off the wave. They get first move. Nami did.
Oh, owner's here. Oh, and closes nowhere nearby here. FBI and Huhi are in trouble. Oh, there's that proc. There's that extra proc there out of FBI. Puts Keria down to half. That's what we're talking about. That's the power of this Nami Lucian combo here. Just very easy. Oops, stun's gonna come out here. Q's gonna connect. Oh, here comes the tidal wave here. It's gonna knock up owner. The bubble's not gonna connect though. Abadage has been found here, and now it's going to be able to actually get carried out here. But FBI goes in here. Oh, the heal and the exhaust is enough here. But Closer has arrived here. He wants to go in. He gets to get the chomp on. He's able to get the kill on to Gumayushi here. And 100 Thieves grab themselves their first kill of the match. And this could open up some options here.
Faker, though, never matched the play, just decided to stay mid, look for the push. So 100 Thieves do get a kill. They do force all the summoners there off Gumayushi. So we'll see if there can be any sort of a repeat play to try to punish. But Someday now has used his DP, and it was back towards top. So there will be a significant window for T1 where they're going to have TP advantage.
And we're going to see here going back into the replay.
That bubble missing was a little sad. But good. Yeah, owner knocks out Abadage actually, and that R is just perfect here. That's just how much sustain there is on this character. And even with the short here, Close is like, I want in here. Hui is there to back him up, and they take down the AD carry. So 80 carries with the same record here. Only 10 CS down on the side of FBI. 3 turret plates in Gumayushi's pocket. Not the best news. He's gonna be able to finish his mythic probably much more quickly than FBI. Oh yeah, this Inferno's gonna pin some people. Good little bits of poke here.
I also think you made a really good point about like, and now the TP is gonna come up for Kana, and now you have this big window as T1 where you have TP advantage top. You have the
Oh, Owner's arrived here. That teleport might actually be in play here from Kana. Teleport's going. The tower is down here. Abadage and Closer have arrived here. Chain's gonna miss onto Owner. They needed that here. There goes the steadfast presence. The wave's gonna come in. It's gonna split off Keria. But here comes the teleports. Here comes the globals here. Faker's gonna be able to stun up here, and that's going to be a dead fish here. And the slicing maelstrom is on top here, and both are dead. Bot lane for 100 Thieves is dead, and Closer trying to get himself out here. Subjugation feeding it. Abadage is going to have to run away here. His clone's going to take the hit for him, but it's just going to connect Owner to him. He's going to get the ult off. It's going to hit the clone, actually. So clone taking the shot for the Owner. Abadage makes it out. We're at 15 minutes here, and 100 Thieves not tracking the TP, not respecting the Destiny. They're just really hoping that was actually just going to come through. Or they were just gonna ignore it and leave their bot lane up for dry, but no. Kana with the teleport, Faker with that Destiny's Call. Easy, such an easy collapse there for T1.
Once 100 Thieves are committed, it's that lane ward that is gonna punish you every single time.
Ah, they don't even.
Someday was moving down, but you can't go for this play unless the Croc's already here.
Exactly. It just like it was a bit of a timing problem. I get why they went for it when they did, for the fact that, okay, well, your jungler just went mid, you got the prile, this is when the timer's to walk down. But like you're saying, I mean, you're just running into a man advantage for the side of 100 Thieves. Kennen ult, of course, is going to be able to be up for the play. Faker will always be able to follow. Just like a massive flop coming out from 100 Thieves.
No, absolutely. I mean, they knew that the TP timers.
Oh, no, they won't actually force this. 100 Thieves going to start up this Herald, but it's within vision. Kennen on the move. He'll be able to get here in time here. I think T1 want this fight. T1 going to be ready to go here. Gale Force and Kraken Slayer available for the ADCs. Abadagi needs to get some sort of good poke here, and here it's going to come down here. It's going to get secured by Kana. Now they need to... Are they going to let it over? They're going to let it happen. And Kana with this flank here. Maelstrom is available. He's going to get the flash on in here. He's going to blow up FBI here. Hui without a prayer. And Close is going to be down in no time at all here. Abadagi trying to get something done on the other side here, but Faker's unconcerned. Oh, he's going to pop in here. There goes Closer. Sorry there, bud. But the eye of Faker will find you.
And overall, I feel like it's just been everything across the board for T1. Really nice early game pathing coming out from Owner. Nice early game plays.
Oh, Abadagi, I think you're trapped, bud. It's going to start running in here.
Has been on point. Is Abadaga not going to get away?
Nope. Bye here. Everfrost going to lock him up. He might have one more threat. And stunned to the wall there by Owner. They pick out the right clone. Take him down. So that's going to be 3 turrets in the favor of T1. We are 17.5 minutes into this game here. Excuse me. Turret number 4, Kana, doing work. No chance there for someday. Sorry, bud. But you got counterpicked. And your team didn't really track that teleport all too well. So Kennen still doing wonders here. 4 kills for this Kennen here. I think he's killed the bot lane. I think he only killed Hui in that bot lane play, but definitely blew up both of them in the last fight.
We were holding out hope that 100 Thieves would have been able to put up a better fight.
So yes, indeed, Genius Monster, Keria has the exact same birthday buff that Arya had, where in his home country of Korea, it is already tomorrow, and he has 21, I believe, his age. I have the notes, but they're not open in front of me right now. Either way, happy birthday. One thing I want to point out about T1 as well, as they are crushing this game, is as an org, their scouting is ridiculously good. So Faker, we all know, has been on T1 forever. 2013, when his career started, his 9th year on the team. Yeah, great. Kana, Owner, and Gumayushi all started in a trainee or academy program or straight out of solo queue. T1 scouted all 3 of them. Keria, in his 2nd year, has now gone over to T1s. Okay, he technically, you know, there is footage already, but T1 scouted the rest of this team by themselves, and here they are, back at Worlds.
Oh, here comes the engager. Stun's going to come on up onto Faker. I think he's going to be able to actually go down here. Closer has arrived. It's going to get secured here. That's shutdown gold on to the Trundle. I really wish they'd gone on to Abadage. I don't like that. Like, sure, moral victory, but that's like the classic thing. Everyone focus on Faker. He takes up too many resources, and the rest of T1 get to actually win the map. Kana bringing in this bot lane here.
T1 has to be on the bottom half of the map, but talking about scouting for T1, it's not only right their own roster, but the players that have gone to other teams as well. Even we just watched EDG scout, of course, coming from that organization. Definitely historic with the players that they have been able to bring up.
It's also interesting because they're one of the few top teams over the years that has consistently utilized subs. You know, a lot of teams really only use subs in kind of like emergency situations, but T1 has aggressively done it for years and years and years. You think of like even the Easy Hoon situation. You think of
Easy Hoon. You think of
Teddy and all the different
Teddy earlier this year with Gumayushi. I feel like they had a topside combo a few years ago. Like it was Huhi versus another top laner at Worlds a few years ago.
trying different players, utilizing this multi-man system. I think both to try to have both aspects of it, where you're learning from your sub, you're helping each other, pushing each other, and it is very successful for them.
You know, it's actually incredible.
Yeah, T1 have basically been the feeder organization for a lot of the East, while Cloud9 has only fed an A. So that's that talent discrepancy there. Oh my gosh, yeah, we're at like 9k gold lead here, so 100 Thieves. Bag it in here. I'm going to be going 1 and 2 here, guys. Sorry about that. 100 Thieves not able to stand up against T1. Faker and his bag of rookies. And talk about like a really good counterplay from T1 earlier on in this game. Your Owner shadowing bot side, not too concerned about his farm. He's currently 30 CS up now, and frankly, he's a tank. It doesn't really matter. But the double exhaust from Gumayushi and Keria just means that FBI can go from 100 to 0 and never get to full strength. Abadage, I'm going to have to distort away from Faker there. Destiny called. No teleport arriving, but that should put plenty of pressure on 100 Thieves. T1 taking over this topside jungle. And that's going to be a 6 turrets secured. Oh, Kana's also just going to get work done here. He's going to go in on someday here. Setting Messenger's going to come out here. He's trying to get it done here, but the Gore Drinker's not going to be enough here. Kana calculates it perfectly. gets out, solo kill secured, and there's not much that can be done here by 100 Thieves. Gold lead's way too big. That's 2.5. Gonna be 3 items on the side of Kana against the 1 and some scratch pieces to here, man. It is just unfair right now.
Looks like all of them actually, when they go for resets, they probably are sitting on a little bit of gold, making their way onto that 2-item mark. As you said, Kana already much past that with the Oblivion Orb as well.
Oh goodness, you're like a 3,000 gold lead for Kana, 2 1.5 for Owner, 1.5 for Faker. No, it's 2.5. Jesus. Oh, this is getting insane here right now.
Let's be fair, is always what the LCK was known for back in the day, so I still did respect it coming out from Faker.
Now we see how long it takes him to close the game out.
Yeah, 1-3-1. Gonna be a.
The early games have been outstanding. The mid games have been the weaker of what they do. They are obviously such a very good team. Went all the way to the LCK finals here in summer. To me, I consider them the second seed from Korea. Technically, they are third because Gen.G went on championship points. T1 won the sort of championship qualifier.
And then got first place in the regional qualifier. Yeah.
A very, very good team.
Yeah.
Looking at a very early Baron.
Yeah, T1 actually much more exciting than Gen.G by some accounts here. Baron's gonna start getting taken here, but it's more than done here. Close are gonna try to approach, but there's not much to really be done. Someday, no, Abadage teleporting in. I think they want to fight here, but I don't think they're gonna get a lot out of it here. And it's gonna get stolen by Closer. He flashes in and gets the smite. It's gonna extend the life of 100 Thieves maybe a little bit longer here, but here comes Faker here. It does not connect, and FBI firing back here, trying to actually get the punish, but that's not going to pull out. Abadage on the flank, but that is a very clutch Baron steal here by Closer. It's going to extend the life of this 100 Thieves here for just another, like, maybe 5 minutes at the most. This should have been easily stuffed here. He just goes away. Oh, he gets exhausted, but oh dear, he missed all that. T1 with their first batch of mistakes in this game, it would seem. Not stunning the troll. Oh, clearly. You don't get to call rookie nerves on the Demon King.
Much more known for their early game as compared to these later decisions.
Yeah, just, I mean, it takes a lot of practice to know to stun the jungler outside the pit, so I forgive him. You know, it's the kind of stuff where, you know, it's happened before. So
look at this Chad Poppy build, by the way.
Yeah.
Just straight
Oh, super bruiser.
It's good.
That is more damage than tank. So this Poppy's gonna. They're just ready to blow up FBI. The reality for 100 Thieves is that if FBI goes down, they lose the fight. He cannot be the first to go down. He can never really die. He is the only consistent good damage that they've got. Someday can't do it. Abadage can barely get anything done here. Misses the second distortion. Other chain's gonna come through. It's gonna land, but there's not much else to really be done here. He's gonna dodge the tidal wave, and now Kana and Own are going to take care of this this inhib wave here. The Baron buff is on the side of 100 Thieves, but this siege pattern is a little strange here. This inhibitor is going to go down, I'm pretty sure. Oh, Kana wants it. It's not going to secure. Here goes Golden. Maelstrom available and Flash. He's going to be able to actually fly in if he wants it. Calling gets good value here. Faker waiting for the play, waiting for someone to come out. Gold card at the ready. So able to get a defense up here, but 30 seconds left on this Baron here. Third Drake in the eyes of T1. Yep. Jumped over. Faker does not secure the landing. Yeah, it's gone here.
Still trying to like overload one side of the map. Doesn't matter that they have Baron, they are still behind and still need to look for those plays. But T1 are at least able to answer with an inhibitor in that time. You know, will be more minions for 100 Thieves to pick up and try and close that gold lead, but now we're on a timer, 5 minutes, T1 gets Soul.
Yep, they're going to be looking towards Soul, and before that, I think they're just going to start Baron again and try to just do a little bit of a better job keeping Closer away from it this time around. And when you're this far ahead, they also have a very good turn as long as you set up the vision denial. You can go over to the Baron pretty early here. set up, this area where you're cutting out T1's vision, or rather cutting out the 100 Thieves' vision. And as T1, you can then utilize flanks, utilize positioning from the cannon with deep wards to get a TP flank or anything like that. And if you find a decent engage, it's just lights out for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, and I feel like
Yeah, the moment they get any kind of engage, really, like the sad part is that with just how far away how far away T1 is, it's going to take some sort of miracle play here. Like 100 Thieves would need to find, I think, Gumayushi and just blow him up, but that still leaves Kana more than capable of being able to actually blow some things up here. Turret hits, but someone's going to have to start running away here. Owner going to be caught out here, but he's the tankiest part of the member here. Faker has arrived here. Gold card's going to come out here. Owner's going to be able to flash away here, but Gumayushi has arrived here, and that's going to be some big damage here. Calling coming out from FBI and the tidal wave as well, but here comes Kennen, and he's going to be able to jump through here. He no chance here. FBI, I'm sorry here, but you're going to get hit by all 4 strikes. Closer down to 1, and that's going to be a big Call the Meek and Gore Drinker from it someday, but there's just not enough here, and I'm pretty sure the victory march is going to be in play here. Good chain. He gets it onto carry, I believe, so almost gets to kill someone there from Abadage, but no chances here. No chances for 100 Thieves. They're going to start just walking this one in. Super minions already at the Nexus turrets here. This is just going to be complementary structure damage. Oh, and they're going to play it disciplined here. They are not going to force it out. Yep. Most of 100 Thieves are already back up. We're not even at 30 minutes yet, so the respawns are here, and T1 going to play it safe. And they still get a Nexus turret for free. No champion damage required on that tower. They're ready to go on back here. And they just need to like clear waves, get some prio. Top and bot will kind of take care of themselves. Maybe we clear some jungles and set up. They've got 2.5 minutes to set up and take control of river so they can get their soul. Here comes the chase here. Missed the pillar and the knock up. So the stun, the chain, so not able to get much done there. And this is where Kana is just so massive. The bubble's just too early here, and it just ruins live. Oh, here comes the calling here. It's going to put Karya's going to have to go down here. He's going to get blown up here. FBI going to get some time here. He's outside of the stun here from Kana, and here comes the turning fight here. It's going to be available. FBI still available, but here comes Gumayushi. He's going to flash into the middle. He's going to take on everyone. He is unconcerned here. Blue and white ready to fight here, and Faker is going to find the advantage is so hard and so fast. Gumayushi just ready to go. That's what we want to see out of this AD carry. Just stupid aggression. 100 is getting like half a second of the fight they won, and then Gumayushi's like, nah, Gale Force, I'm going in. I'm going to finish this off here. Ooh, good chain. Everfrost going to stun him for another 5 years. Cannot get it. And here we go. Nexus going to drop here. T1 with 2N1 top of the board here next to EDG. Looking really good. Looking like they're going to make it out of groups.